to Tom and Ben News United Kingdom, and in breaking news, Nicola Sturgeon is standing down as the First Minister of Scotland.
She insists that her resignation was not in response to the latest period of pressure, which has included controversies over gender reforms, trans prisoners, and the strategy of Scottish independence.
The leader of the Scottish National Party, Nashanta Nahalapa, said, "She knew in my head and in my heart this was the right time to step down." Ms Sturgeon said she would remain in office until her successor was elected.
She was Scotland's first female First Minister and is also the longest-serving First Minister in Scotland, having been in the position for more than 8 years.
Now, we are joined by our political reporter, Sean Jones, who joins us live from Edinburgh. Sean, can you give us the latest details, please?
Well, Fiskamar Arishquivula for the nation Alapa. Good afternoon once again from Edinburgh here in Scotland. So, as we have just heard, Nicola Sturgeon has confirmed that she is indeed resigning as Scotland's First Minister after more than 8 years in the role. The leader of Party Nashanta Nahalapa, or the Scottish National Party, said that she knew in my head and in my heart, those were her words, this was the right time to step down. She acknowledged there had been choppy waters, but said her decision had come from a deeper and longer-term assessment. Who will replace Nicola Sturgeon as the next SNP leader? Well, in her resignation speech, Miss Sturgeon refused to back anyone as a successor, insisting there was a wealth of talent within the SNP. However, the Deputy First Minister, John Swinney, is the most experienced option open to the SNP, given he has actually led the party before. Mr Swinney became SNP leader in 2000 following the resignation of Alex Salmond, but left the post in 2004 after a series of disappointing election results. We then have Kate Forbes, who is the Finance Secretary. She has had a metric rise through the ranks of government. She was dropped into the role following the surprise resignation of Derek Mackay and was left to deliver the 2020 Scottish budget with just hours' notice. She was first elected to the seat of Skye, Lochaber and Badenoch in 2016. Few would be surprised if she took the next step up to the highest office in Scotland, and she is rightly seen as one of the favourites. But there are questions whether she would want the job too, given she is currently on maternity leave following the birth of her first child. And we also have Angus Robertson, who has held leadership roles in the SNP before, having held its Westminster group in the previous life as an MP. That was a particularly prominent role following the 2015 election, when the SNP group swelled to 56 MPs and Mr Robertson frequently clashed with former Prime Minister Theresa May. However, he lost his Murray seat in 2017 and was out of frontline politics for a spell before winning the Holyrood seat of Edinburgh Central in 2021. He is currently the Constitution Secretary.
Look, Sean, we'd love to hear the rest of the candidates that are looking to replace Nicola Sturgeon, but time is unfortunately against us. So very briefly, did you want Nicola Sturgeon to resign given what's going on over the past few weeks?
Well, you tell me to make my answer brief, but I think you'll find it's a pretty simple answer. The answer to your question, Tom, is yes. Okay, that was our political reporter, Sean Jones. Sean, thank you very much for joining us. Morantang agus Marshinlet. Oops. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Morantang. Thank you, bye.
So now we have noted that she has acknowledged there had been choppy waters, but she has also said that her decision had come from a deeper and longer-term assessment.
The First Minister said she had been struggling with conflicting emotions since the turn of the year. She said, "I get up in the morning and I tell myself, and usually I convince myself, and I've got what it takes to keep going, and keep going, and keep going."
She then went on to say, but then I realised that that's maybe not as true.
We also now believe that there are some key contenders that are willing to replace her as First Minister. However, in her resignation speech, Ms Sturgeon refused to back anyone as a successor, insisting that there was a wealth of talent within the SNP.
Scottish Conservative leader Douglas Ross said, whatever our differences, we all recognise that political leadership is demanding and takes its toll on a person and their family, and that the SNP government must now use this opportunity to focus on the Scottish people's real priorities.
And Scottish Labour leader Anna Sarwar said Nicola Sturgeon has led Scotland through some of the most challenging times in our history, but our country, now more than ever, requires a politics focused on delivering the change Scotland needs by uniting Scotland and not dividing it.
That's all today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Please subscribe, follow us on our Facebook page listed down below, and see you on Monday.